Hi everybody and welcome back. My name's Melissa and this year I'm sharing 365 tips for frugal living. So we are kind of in that fall season right now. It is September 4th and it has been in the 70s during the day and the 40s at night. And what I see a lot of people talk about online and doing is that they are running the AC during the day and the heat at night, which is completely unnecessary. First of all, if you learn to kind of regulate your house. So we had the door open a variety of amounts today to let air in so that so that the house could cool. And then we close it up at night once it reaches a certain temperature. Like once it hit 68, we closed up the house. And then if you're cold at night, you can do a couple of things. If you notice, my pajamas are long sleeves. Yes, it's September, but I am wearing long sleeves and polar fleece or whatever pajama pants. I'm wearing warm winter jammies. I also have my little heating pad thing that I have 3 of these that I made, and I will keep them in my bed. I keep one at the feet and one on each side of me. It's super snuggly. It's like being in a nice warm hug, but nobody's touching me. So very nice. But I stay warm at night by doing stuff like that. And then we stay cool during the day by, as soon as we wake up, we are opening the doors. And that way the house cools down. But you can really easily adjust your house and everything so that it's warm enough to sleep at night and cool enough to function during the day just by opening windows and doors. And I see so many people and you're complaining about heating bills and cooling bills, and I get it, they're hard, but what is wrong with us that as a people we have hit the point where we can't allow our bodies to adjust to a 30-degree range where we can kind of regulate it. And the thing is we can. I have lived in Southwest Florida. I have lived in the Chicagoland area, 2 very different climates. And I mean, I remember when I first moved down to Southwest Florida, I thought it was absolutely hysterical because as soon as it hits 60 degrees, out come the boots and the long coats and the scarves and the gloves and the mittens and the hats and all the winter gear because it's 60. Mind you, we're still running around in short sleeves when it's 60. And then I was just flabbergasted that people were bundling so much, and they'd be like, "Oh, it's colder in Florida." No, it's just that you aren't used to it. But if you allowed your body to get used to it, it wouldn't be so bad. And then I came up here when I moved back home. Everybody was complaining about the heat. Now, mind you, it was summer, so I had literally been in Southwest Florida a few days earlier, which, if you don't know, Southwest Florida in July, August, September, October it starts to break, but July, August, September, really, really stinking hot. Hot and humid and miserable. And so you're hearing people complain about it being 89 degrees, and you're like, are you kidding me? So I guess I do have the advantage of, to some extent, I am a little more flexible. I mean, not that I like to be too hot or want to be too cold, but I also accept that weather is a part of life. And I mean, to some extent, I'm stubborn. I try not to turn the heat on until November. I don't like to turn the AC on until at least mid-June. I really like to try and make it to July, but that is what I do. Blankets to stay warm at night. change your clothes. And I mean, if you're like, oh, but then it's more laundry, you doesn't have to be. I mean, if you wear shorts and short sleeves for 4 hours and then change to, you know, pants and long sleeves for the next 4, it's not that bad. And plus, like, wear layers. It's fine. But for most of us who are in this temperate, or no, that's not the word. Maybe it is. In a 4 seasons climate where right now we're in the like super chilly nights and warmer days, don't turn on the AC. Don't turn on the heat. If you do have to, no, I live in a metal box, so I do recognize that next week it's going to be in the 80s. So depending on how that sun hits and how the nights go, I may have to turn on the AC from like 1 p.m. till 3 p.m. for that couple of hours, just because like it may be 80 outside and it may be like 95 in here. So once it hits like 84, I turn it on just so like it doesn't get ungodly hot, unless it's like later. If it's 84 and I know it's going to cool down and it's like 3, 4 in the afternoon, we just wait it out. But if it's like noon and it's 84 and I know it's not going to get cool until 6, then we'll turn on the air for a few hours just to kind of like keep it from getting so hot that like it builds up. But we really try and kind of regulate it, and for the most part we do successfully. I think that in the past 2 weeks I've had the air on for maybe, 6 hours. It was supposed to be like 3, but I was working and I forgot to call my kid and tell him to turn off the AC, so it was like 6 hours instead of 3. But it's not necessary, and I haven't turned the heat on yet. It's like, what, 60? It was 68 degrees when I closed up the house, and then I'll sleep with these. And these are also like really nice, like heating pads, and in the summer I can like toss them in the freezer and cool the bed as well before I hop in it. So just don't turn on the AC, don't turn on the heat, just live with it, adjust. If you're in Southwest Florida, I get it, you got to keep the AC on. Arizona, parts of Texas, I'm sure, maybe all of Texas, I don't know, never lived in Texas. So I understand, for some of you, you aren't in the 4 seasons climate and it is full on raging hot summer right now. So this doesn't apply to you, but don't do the whole heat at night, AC during the day. It's such a waste because you can like easily just regulate. We don't need to spend all that money, especially with energy prices on the rise like they are. Anyways, again, my name's Melissa. This year I'm sharing 365 tips for frugal living. If you want to hear more, please hit like and subscribe, and I'll see y'all tomorrow.